How's it going, everybody? And welcome back to Lucky Pack MTG. My name is Matt, and you are here to watch me crack some packs. But not just any packs today. No. Today is Patreon Friday. Now, I tried to push this as much as I could for you guys to get a pack here. I still have a Patreon member that gets one. We're going to write his name right here. James H. He gets a pack. We're going to set all that up. We're going to set all that stuff up for him. Now, with all that out of the way, I have some things I need to ask you guys to do. First and foremost, I need you guys to hit like on this video. Share this around with your other pack opening friends. Hit the hype button if it's there. I don't know if it's there for everybody. This isn't a full thing that YouTube has pushed out there yet. And most importantly, subscribe to the channel. If you really want to support the channel and you want to get a pack like you're going to see today, well, there is a link down below for my Patreon. There are many different reward tiers. All you have to do is take a look at them, sign up, and you can support the channel. You get your name at the end of the video. There are many different things. As I promised, we're getting some Modern Horizons 3. I had a lot of fun opening the pre-release kits. But if you forgot or hadn't seen that video, let me go over the ginormous amount of hits in this set. Okay? I'm going to go from top to bottom while I open this up. So in Mythic, we're looking for Ocelot Pride, Tamio Inquisitive Pursuit, Ulamog the Defiler, which we did get one of those. We're looking for a Phyrexian Tower, an Ugin's Labyrinth, or Flage, Titan of Fire's Fury. In the rare slots, we have 10 options in all of the Shockland, or all of the fetch lands. So like Flooded Strand, Bloodstained Mire, which we got, Wooded Foothills, etc. We're also looking for a Warren Soul Trader and a Urza's Incubator. And once again, no box topper, that's okay. Whoop. In the uncommon slot, which has the most, oh boy, we are looking for a Sink into Stupor. We are looking for Cosign to Memory, Witch Enchanter, Fell the Profane, which we pulled, Urza's Cave, which we got 2 of them, Disciple of Freyalise, Vexing Bauble, Pinnacle Monk, which we got 1 in foil, and a Hydroelectric Specimen. These are the hits. Now, what I'm gonna do, there we go. We're gonna shuffle these up for James here. Instead of going in order like I did before. We'll shuffle some of these up. Alright. Now, so we have 36 packs. Now, I do want to say this has a bonus to it, because I knew there was no box topper, so I got us, well, us, for viewing pleasure, a Modern Horizons 3 Collector Booster. Let's see if we can do as good as we did with the Duskmourn. Okay, there's 36 packs. I'm not going to roll a D20, because that discounts, 16 packs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll 1d6, and so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2d6 for the pack. Okay? And I'll do this for every pack that I have to give people. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're pulling from this one. 7. Okay, you guys saw that? 7. 7 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That is James's pack. We're going to put his pack right there. All right. We got all that stuff out of the way. James, your pack is right there. We'll get to that in a minute. But let's see what we get out of these, shall we? Oh, that opens nice. Okay, so with the pre-release, I didn't have to do a pack trick. I don't know if I have to with these. Yeah, I have to do a pack trick with these. So we're going to do... Sure, we'll do 4. Let's see. Okay, so 3 is all we need. We got Planar Genesis, Furnace Hellkite, Static Prison, Hex Gold Slit, Sneaky Snacker, Nyxborn Unicorn, Nyxborn Hydra, Inventor's Axe, Sage of the Unknowable, Breathe Your Last, and then we got a art card here. This is Azlask the Swelling Scourge. That is an Eldrazi. Ooh, we don't want to see him anywhere. That's not good. Okay. Then we have a foil Essence Reliquary. Oh, okay. And we're just going to go straight into the rare, which is a Winter Moon. We got one of those already. Kind of like a Winter Orb. But it's untapped, non-basic land during their untapped step. And then we got a Distinguished Conjurer and Glass Wing Grace. Okay, so we only have, actually, we'll do 3. We'll do 3 for the packs. So, like I said before, I don't know if we can get list cards in here, and I don't know if there's a special guest card. So we'll find out. Alright. Oh, well, there's answered my question. Yeah, we can get a special guest card, and we did in Dismember, and that is so cool. Dismember is very simple. It's 2 black Phyrexia mana and 1 colorless, and its target creature gets -5/-5 until end of turn. This is a modern staple. It can go in any deck because you can pay 2 life for that Phyrexia mana instead of black. And it's -5/-5, get rid of some of those indestructible creatures. Well, okay. Well, we're starting off to that. Answered my question about the special guest card. We got Charitable Levy, Lion Umbra, Golden Tail Trainer, Faithful Watchdog, Rose-Caught Knight, Horrific Assault, Sheltering Landscape, Glimpse the Impossible, Corrupted Shapeshifter, Retrofitted Transmogrant, and then this is a Glasswing Grace. That's cool looking. And then we have a foil Thriving Skyclaw and Psychic Frog. Again, modern staple, and this is the borderless treatment. Whenever Psychic Frog deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, draw a card. Discard a card, put a +1/+1 counter on Psychic Frog. And then exile 3 cards from your graveyard. Psychic Frog gains flying until end of turn. Psychic Frog, if you didn't know, is Magic's version of Hypnotoad. Okay, so we only have to do 2. We have to do 2. Okay. We're gonna do 2. There we go. Oh, well, okay, never mind. We're gonna stick with 3, because apparently whatever I'm choosing to do isn't working. Sowing Mycospawn, this is a rare. It's got a kicker of 1 plus a colorless land that you have to use for like wastes or something like that. When you cast a spell, search your library for a land card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. When you cast the spell, if it was kicked, exile target land. Oh, that's actually pretty decent. And then we got Victimize. Witch Enchanter! We haven't gotten one of these yet. This is a hit. It's one of those that it can be either or, so it can go, and the other side is it can be a land. If you pay 3 life, it comes to play on tap. But when Witch Enchanter enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. Very good card. Then we got a Skittering Precursor, Territory Color, Perilous Landscape, Airy Auxiliary, Twisted Landscape, Nightshade Dryad, Drownyeard Lurker, Skoa Ember Mage, Petrifying Meddler, and then we got a token here. Ooh, Foil Full Art Forest. That's pretty. And then we have a foiled Shattered Landscape. Alright, so we're going to stick with 3, because I'm screwing up big time here. We're just going to stick with 3. So if I get an uncommon at the end, I get an uncommon at the end. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Oh, hey! Fell the Profane! Another hit. We're doing good so far. Dread Mobile, Metastatic Evangel, Emmakruel's Messenger, Foreboding Landscape, Thraben Charm, Sheltering Landscape, Horrific Assault, Breathe Your Last, Infernal Captor, Serum Visionary, and this is Cranial Ram. Look, Ridley Scott has some questions for you. We got a foil Brain Surge and an Obtrusive Appropriation. We got this as our pre-release card. And then we got Priest of Titania. Oh, that could be good for Elf Ball. Add 1 green for each elf on the battlefield. And it's only 2. I don't know if she's worth anything, but, you know, if I miss anything, you guys can let me know in the comments. Oh. Okay, you saw me do the 3. That means I guess this has a bonus card in it. We have Orum's Chant. We got this during the pre-release. This is actually a really good spell. It's a silence. Target player can't cast spells this turn. And if you kick it, they can't attack with creatures either. So Orum's Chant, good card. And we have another Witch Enchanter. Can't argue. Frogmere Enforcer. Okay. Spawn Gang Commander. Solar Transformer. Cranial Ram. Foul Strike. Riddlegate Gargoyle. Warped Tusker. Wither and Bloom. Infernal Captor. We got a Soldier token. And then we have our Mountain. We have a foil rare. Spymaster's Vault. It is a foil borderless. Spymaster's Vault enters the battlefield tapped unless you control a swamp. Add a swamp. Target creature you control connives X, where X is the number of creatures that died this turn. Ooh, that's actually really good. Well, I wouldn't say died this. Maybe not. But we do have another rare, which is Flare of Fortitude. You may sacrifice a non-token white creature rather than pay the spell's mana cost. Until end of turn, your life total can't change, and permanents you control gain hexproof and indestructible. Oh, okay. Wow. Alright. Alright then. That was a 3 rare pack. folks, that could have been yours. That was a 3 rare pack with a foil borderless, and a Witch Enchanter, Orim's Chant, and a Flare of Fortitude. All you have to do is join the Patreon. Angel of Ruin, Legion Leadership, Metastatic Evangel, Moraine Surge, Inspired Inventor, this derpy ass card, a Temperamental Oozewag, Obstinate Gargoyle, Corrupted Shapeshifter, Dream Drinker Vampire, Sarpadian Simulacrum, Aether Spike, and this is Kurik, Son of Yawgmoth. Oh, well, Kurik, you are a spiky boy. Then we have a full art Flames with a Eldrazi there in foil. That's gorgeous. A foil Nyxborn Unicorn, and Wheel of Potential, which we got during pre-release. I'm trying not to bump the camera. Got ourselves a token. 3. We have Shrieking Drake, Disciple of Freelise. We're actually getting the uncommons this time. When Disciple of Freelise enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, you gain life. You gain X life and draw X cards, where X is that creature's power. A little pricey, but again, turns into that land, which, if you pay 3 life, comes into play on tap. Then we have Quest for the Necropolis, Golden Tail Trainer, Hexgold Slith, Cyclops Superconductor, Gift of the Viper, Writhing Chrysalis, Siege Smash, Serum Visionary, Kami of Jealous Thirst. Here's our Phyrexian Germ token. We have a regular land, Foil Conduit Goblin, Chthonian Nightmare? Am I saying that right? Chthonian Nightmare. If you are working with energy, that's a really good card. Graveyard recursion like that is actually really good. Okay. Next pack. With the way things are going, maybe that collector booster is going to be really good. Maybe. We haven't seen any mythics yet. Or well, the Dismember is mythic, I guess. Revitalizing Repast? Don't think that's one of them. Is it Generatorium? Copy Crook? Reiterating Bolt? Bountiful Landscape? Snapping Void Craw? Jolted Awake? Malevolent Rumble? Wither and Bloom? Fanged Flames, Aether Spike, Servo Token. Oh, okay. And we have a. Oh, what is this? I don't know. It is a foil borderless Ulalek Fused Atrocity. Costs 5 colorless or 1 of each mana color. Has Devoid. Whenever you cast an Eldrazi spell, you may pay 2 colorless. If you do, copy all spells you control, then copy all other activated and triggered abilities you control. You may choose new targets for those copies. Mana abilities can't be copied. What? I don't quite understand that one. Like, I understand the triggered abilities and stuff, but okay. Okay. Then we have 6! Usually seen with Ren, and Ren is 6. But 6 has Reach. Whenever 6 attacks, mill 3 cards. You may Mill 3 cards. You may put a land card from among them into your hand. As long as it's your turn, non-land permanent cards in your graveyard have retraced. You may cast a permanent card from your graveyard by discarding a land card in addition to paying its other cost. Interesting. And then we have a fledgling dragon. That is a really cool treatment for Ulalek, and it's foil. We got 2 foil borderless cards, plus the borderless psychic frog. I don't know if we're doing any good, but it seems like we're doing pretty good. Like with all the uncommons, we're getting 2. Well, here's another double pack. This is Estrid's Invocation. You may have Estrid's Invocation enter the battlefield as a copy of an enchantment you control, except it has, at the beginning of your upkeep, you may exile this enchantment. If you do, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. So you can copy an enchantment. If you don't like the enchantment or you get a better one out there, you exile it, and then it comes in and does it again. Interesting. Quest for the Necropolis. Collective Resistance. Consuming Corruption. Foreboding Landscape. We're getting all the landscapes. Faithful Watchdog. Inspired Inventor. Evolution Witness. Fetid Gargantua. Thriving Skyclaw. Electrozoa. And an advertisement. You don't need advertisements. Full Art Land. Very cool. Foil Cranial Ram. Okay, I wanted to point out, we got a foil Cranial Ram, a regular Cranial Ram, and the art card. And this is Amphibian Downpour. That, okay. That is horrific looking. Storm. What? It's a storm card? Enchant creature loses all abilities and is a blue frog creature with base power and toughness of 1/1. For those of you who don't know what Storm is, however many times, let's say you cast 4 1-drop spells during a turn, and then you cast this, you get this plus 4 additional copies of the spell. Oh, that's dirty. Absolutely filthy. Open. Fine. Razorgrass Ambush, Unstable Amulet, Twisted Riddlekeeper, Scurry of Gremlins, another Cranial Ram, Solstice Zealot, Riddlegate Gargoyle, Basking Broodscale, Refurbished Familiar, Inventor's Axe, Unfathomable Truths, and this is Pearl Ear Imperial Advisor. Oh, she. Okay. I do like the treatment of those. Then we got a foil Lion Umbra and Echoes of Eternity. Kindred Enchantment Eldrazi. Okay. If a triggered ability of a colorless spell you control or another colorless permanent you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. Whenever you cast a colorless spell, copy it. You may choose new targets for that copy. Interesting. Interesting. Angel Runes. Very interesting. We got Old Border. This is aside from the borderless, we can also get old school bordered cards. Marionette Apprentice. Strength of the Harvest. Essence Reliquary. Trickster's Elk. Expanding Ooze. Expel the Unworthy. Colossal Dreadmask. Accursed Marauder. Skoa Embermage. Deem Inferior. Gravedig. Then we have Aether Refinery. Very cool looking card. Very cool art card. Then we have a foil Kami of Jealous Thirst. And Flare of Denial. We've got one of these before. It's actually a decent card. Instead of paying its mana cost, you can sacrifice a blue non-token blue creature, and you just counter target spell. And then we get a Worn Power Stone. Alright. We're going to do a couple more, and then we'll open James's. What do you say? Sound like a plan? I think that's good. Okay. Oh, hey! Okay, well, this is another bonus pack. James, I hope you're eager, because we've opened a few bonus packs already, and they've had good stuff in them. So this is Deserted Temple. Very simple. Tap for colorless mana, or one and tap it and untap target land. Okay, and then we get a Sink into Stupor. Oop, we're just pushing all of this stuff that I set up looking all pretty. Sink into Stupor, this is something that we were looking for. And we got Cursed Wombat, Propagator Drone, Twisted Landscape, Mandibular Kite, Evolution Witness, Kami of Jealous Thirst, Smelting Charge Bug, Beam Inferior, Fetid Gargantua, we got a Coffee Token, we got a land, under the land, we got a foil Barbarian Ring, Emrakul, the world anew. We got Ulamog last time. Emrakul is making an appearance here, and she is ugly as always. Cost 12. When you cast this spell, gain control of all creature target player controls. Flying, protection from spells and from permanents that were cast this turn. Okay. When Emrakul, the world anew, leaves the battlefield, sacrifice all creatures you control. And then Madness, pay 6 colorless. Madness means if you're forced to discard a card and you discard Emrakul, you can pay 6 and put her onto the battlefield. Hello, Emrakul. All of Emrakul's incarnations have been really disgusting. For that matter, all of the Eldrazi have been really disgusting. Stomp. Like their abilities. I mean, their abilities are kind of disgusting. The Hunger Tide Rises, Hope Ender Kotal, Proud Pack Rhino, Conduit Goblins, Raven Jarm, Gift of the Viper, Void Pouncer, Tune the Narrative, Dream Drinker Vampire, Galvanic Discharge, and this is a Witch Enchanter, which we got the card already, we got 2 of them. And then this is a foil Scurrilous Sentry, and Disruptor Flute. Flash. As Disruptor Flute enters the battlefield, choose a card name. Spells with the chosen name cost 3 more to cast. Activated abilities of source with the chosen name can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. So, this is like Pithing Needle, things like that. With the added benefit of having Flash and making things cost more. Not great in Commander, but for Modern, I would say pretty good. And then we have a Reef Worm. Just a couple more, James. You just gotta wait a couple more. I saw that. That was Flage. For the art card, I mean, not the... Distinguished. If I called that, that would be awesome. Charitable Levy, Static Prison, Fangs of Colonia, Tranquil Landscape, Mixborn Unicorn, Eldrazi Repurposer, Shattered Landscape, Smelted Charge Bug, Drownyard Lurker, Eviscerator's Insight, and then like, oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't Flage, it's Ophelia, Exuberant Shepherd. Oh, it's a doggo. It's a cute doggo. We got a land, foil contaminated landscape, and Detective's Phoenix. Huh, interesting. I say interesting a lot, but it's an interesting card. I'm sure there's like some tricks or something to get it out, but I think that's a hit that we're looking for. It is not. Blood-Soaked Insight. Is it Generatorium? Kozilek Unsealing. Territory Color. Deceptive Landscape. We're getting all of the landscapes. Evolution Witness. Snapping Voidcraw. Solstice Zealot. Tempest Harvester. Retrofitted Transmogrant. Galvanic Discharge. One of those flip cards. Then we have a foil Reef Worm. And Guide of Souls. Also a good pull. This was the Soul Brother, it looks like. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life and get 1 energy. Whenever you attack, you may pay 3 energy. When you do, put 2 +1/+1 counters on and a flying counter on target attacking creature. It becomes an angel in addition to its other types. Very good card. And then a Victimize. We're going to do one more, and then we'll do that one. I am interested in seeing what James is going to get. Okay, we're getting another art card. I do love these art cards. Alright, we got Meltdown. Idol of False Gods. Fangs of Colonia. Volt Storm Angel. Seething Landscape, Contaminated Landscape, Dog Umbra, Foul Strike. Okay, that's good. That is old school Magic at its best. It's a little weird, a little kooky. I like it. I like it a lot. And then we got Wither and Bloom, Molten Gatekeeper, and Fathomable Truths. And then this is Haragast Erupting Nullkite. Oh, he's a dragon. Okay. He's a dragon. We have a foil Plains, a foil Drownyard Lurker, and Argent Dias. Huh. I mean, it's usable. I don't necessarily know if it's good, but it's usable. Alright, James. Here you go. Let's get some luck for you. We're getting an art card. That's something. Oh, Flage. You're getting an art card of Flage, which I called before. Barbarian Ring, Planar Genesis, Cursed Wombat, Arcbound Condor, Wing It, Eldrazi Repurposer, Contaminated Landscape, Dross Claw, Fanged Flame, Sage of the Unknowable, Bedded Gargantua, and you're getting Flage, very cool. Foil Null Elemental Blast, and you're getting a Borderless Polluted Delta. You son of a bitch. Oh no, that hurts. And you're getting a White of the Reliquary. You get a double pack, foil null. Oh, James. Oh, that's painful. But that is a good pull. You're getting our first Shockland of the box, and it's a Borderless Shockland. Oh. Now, I know some of you are going, oh, he's not going to send that to James. James, when you receive that, I want you to put in the comments that you got it. You could even add a picture. I don't know if you can add a picture to it, but put it in the comments that you got it. Celifid Coliseum. Suppressor Ray. I'm glad I finally pulled you something really good. Monstrous Vortex. Emissary of Soulfire. Marionette Apprentice. Cranial Ram. Nyxborn Unicorn. Basking Brood-Scale. Dross Claw. Glimpse the Impossible. Aether Spike. Eldrazi Spawn. Then we got a Mountain. Foil Rare. Foil Ulamog the Defiler. Okay, we got Emrakul and we got Ulamog. I'm happy about this. Still sad about that. Oh, Ulamog. Very nice. And then we get a Flare of Duplication. Also a good card. Y'all, all you have to do, join the Patreon. James just got a Polluted Delta. I just pulled in a foil Ulamog. That could have been yours. He also got a really cool Flage art card. Oh, okay. This is Modern Horizons Commander. This is Yoti Moag Ancient. I don't know if Yoti's good, or if I'm even saying his name correctly. But there you go. Phyrexian Ironworks. Glaring Fleshraker. This is one that I did not put in the list, but this is also a good card. I'm going to put that right there. Proud Pack Rhino. Faithful Watchdog. Wing It. Writhing Chrysalis. Gift of the Viper. Refurbished Familiar. Void Pouncer. Petrifying Middler. We got our Sherm token. And then we have a foil Refurbished Familiar. And we got the dog. This is Felia, Exuberant Shepherd. A very happy looking puppy. Has Flash. Whenever Felia, Exuberant Shepherd, attacks, exile up to one other target non-land permanent. At the beginning of the next end step, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. If it's under your control, +1/+1 counter on Felia. Felia is a good card. Very alive. Art card, which is good. This is Sundering Eruption, which is not one of the ones we're looking for. Is it? It might be. So, Sundering Eruption is the same thing. It's not the Pinnacle Monk, but it does the land thing. So, I'm going to look into it when I edit it. If it's anything worth anything, it'll be right there. So we'll see. And we got Mog Mob, Depth Defiler, Scurry of Gremlins, Seething Landscape, Obstinate Gargoyle, Mandibular Kite, Malevolent Rumble, Utter Insignificance, Grave Dig, Infernal Captor, and then this is Kalia. Oh, Kalia of the Vast! One of my first commanders I ever played. She is actually a really good card. This is a badass portrayal of her. So she's flying, and when she attacks, you can play an angel, a dragon, or a demon card from your hand onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking. Doesn't matter what it is. Oh, and it doesn't go away. It stays out. And we got a foil Molten Gatekeeper, and a Nadu. Nadu. This would have been an amazing pull until Nadu got nerfed and banned. Then we got Nadir's Nightblade. I don't know if Nadu is worth anything, but we'll see. There we Priest of Titania, which we've pulled before. Still think it'd be really good. Rush of Inspiration. Collective Resistance. Horrid Shadow Spinner. Perilous Landscape. Writhing Chrysalis. Jolted Awake. Shattered Landscape. Tune the Narrative. Kami of Ghost Search. Smelting Charge Bug. Token gives us Swamp, which gives us a foil Utter Insignificance, which gives us a Harbinger of the Seas. Which, okay, Harbinger of the Seas. I pulled the Magus of the Moon in my Edge of Eternity's box opening. This is Harbinger of the Seas. Same thing, cost 3, 2 blue, 1 colorless. All non-basic lands are islands. So it does the same thing as Magus of the Moon. Alright, Eldrazi Spawn. Sink into Stupor. We got another one. I'm okay with that. And followed by a Cosine of Memory. I've been saying it wrong. Consine of Memory. We pulled one of those too. That's a good one. Furnace Hellkite. Path of Annihilation. Foreboding Landscape. Horrific Assault. Twisted Landscape. Dog Umbra. Electrozoa. Accursed Marauder. Fanged Flames. And this is our spawn token. Leaves us to... I got a foil one. A foiled temperamental Oozewag. You know what? Oh, we got an Old Border Wrath of the Skies. Which is, you get X energy, then you may pay any amount of energy, destroy each artifact, creature, and enchantment with mana value less than or equal to the amount of energy paid this way. That's a good card. And then we have a Cursed Mirror. Cursed Mirror, add 1 red. As Cursed Mirror enters the battlefield, you may have it become a copy of any creature on the battlefield until end of turn, except it has haste. That's not bad. You know what? Temperamental Oozewag and foil. It's gonna go right there. Just because I find him infinitely amusing. A Fox token. I almost just started popping them off right there and ruin everything. Deep Analysis. Idol of False Gun. Indebted Spirit. Hydra Trainer. We got the art card during the pre-release, but we didn't pull her. That's still got to be the worst job ever, training Hydra. Seething Landscape. Nightshade Dryad. Rose-Caught Knight. Conduit Goblin. Sage of the Unknowable. Eviscerator's Insight. Void Pouncer. And our 2/2 Fox token, which gives us a foil Forest, which gives us a foil Pamio Meets the Story Circle, which gives us White Orchid Phantom. Okay, this brings back old school memories of White Knight. 2 white has, well, this has flying and first strike. When White Orchid Phantom enters the battlefield, destroy up to 1 target non-basic land. Its controller may search their library for a basic land card and put it on the battlefield. Tap and shuffle. That's actually really good. For 2, that's actually really good, especially in Modern. Commander 2, believe it or not. Alright. Then we got the Fledgling Dragon, Essence Reliquary, Envoy of the Ancestors, Skittering Precursor, Raven Charm, Mixborn Hydra, Expanding Ooze, Jolted Awake, Utter Insignificance, Dross Claw, Glimpse the Impossible. Here's our Phyrexian Germ, which brings us a Siege Smash and foil, which gives us a second Ulamog the Defiler. We have a foil, now we have a regular, which this is the third Ulamog I have pulled. I think Ulamog wants me to use him in multiple decks. Oh, and then this also has a Strix Serenade. Counter target artifact, creature, or planeswalker spell its controller creates a 2/2 blue bird creature token with flying. This is like Swan Song, but Swan Song, but the same thing. Okay. 2 Ulamogs, an Emrakul, and then an Ulalek. I don't know what else we could ask for. I mean, we haven't gotten Ocelot Pride or Tamio or anything like that, but we've gotten really good cards. Oh, here we go. We got a Springheart Nantuko again. Got this during the pre-release. Bestow, enchanted creature gets +1/+1. And landfall, whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 1 colorless and green. If Springheart Nantuko is attached to a creature you control, if you do, create a token that's a copy of that creature. If you didn't create a token this way, create a 1/1 green insect creature token instead. Really good card. Okay, you guys saw me do that, right? Okay, well, Toxic Deluge. This is a great card in Commander. I'm confused. As an additional cost to cast this spell, pay X life. All creatures get -X until end of turn. This is a amazing card in any black Commander deck. And we got Bridgeworks Battle, Etched Slith, Emissary of Soulfire, Mandibular Kite, Sheltering Landscape, Foul Strike, Thriving Skyclaw, Serum Visionary, Refurbished Familiar. See, I did the trick. So we've got our copy token and a foil full art mountain. Look at that, that's beautiful. Drowsy in the background, which is slightly terrifying. A foil Gravedigg, and then the third rare, which is Necro Dominance. Skip your draw step. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay any amount of life. If you do, draw that many cards. Your maximum hand size is 5. If a card or token would be put into your graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. Huh. That's interesting. I mean, that is 100% easily abusable. That was a 3 rare pack, you guys. Three rare pack. 1 rare, 2 rares, 2 really good rares, and Necro Dominance. Again, I say, if you want these packs, James is getting a Polluted Delta. It could have been an Ulamog. I pulled 2 of them. It could have been an Ulalek. It could have been this pack. Patron down below. Got another Meltdown. Urza's Cave. For those of you who don't know, Urza's Cave is a really good fetch land. Comes into play, you can tap it for colorless, or you can tap 3 and sacrifice Urza's Cave, grab any land you want and put it in the battlefield tapped. It is worth everything. It is a great card. And we got Waterscape Battle Mage, Reiterating Bolt, Riddlegate Gargoyle, Wing It, another Temperamental Oozewag, Warped Tusker, Tempest Harvester, Retrofitted Transmogrant, Siege Smash, and this gives us a full art land, which leads us to a foil Consuming Corruption, which leads us to a Kudo King Among Bears. Kudo gets his kudos. Imagine him as your commander. Everything you have is a bear card. Every creature is a bear. kind of ruined that one, but we're gonna... I don't know if we ruined it, but... Strength of the Harvest, Eldrazi Ravager, Amped Raptor, Tamio meets the Story Circle, Perilous Landscape, Expel the Unworthy, Colossal Dragon Mask, Conduit Goblin, Inventor's Axe, Deem Inferior, Accursed Marauder, and then this is a copy land. Okay, that's cool. I'm assuming when it comes in, it copies a land. And we have a foil Rush of Inspiration, which gives us a volatile Storm Drake, and then a Meteoric Mix. After this, we have 8 more, and then we get the Collector tab. Let's see if we can get some goodness. We've only pulled 1 fetch land. I don't know how many you're supposed to be able to get per box, if that's a thing. Hey, there we go! We got another heavy pack here. I was just about to say, we haven't pulled any medallions either. We got a Sapphire Medallion. Really simple. Blue spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Medallions are really good. Then we have a Vexing Bauble. This is also something we're looking for. This is an uncommon hit. Whenever a player casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, counter that spell. Okay. And then 1, and tap it, sacrifice Vexing Bauble, draw a card. Worth it. Breaker of Creation, Consuming Corruption, Inspired Inventor, Basking Broodscale, Expanding Ooze, Skoa, Embermaid, Warped Tusker, Utter Insignificant, Scurrilous Sentry, and then this is a Stump Stomper. Yeah, he looks like he's gonna be stomping things. Gives us a Full Art Mountain, leads us into a foil Seething Landscape, which then gives us a Spymaster's Vault. Spymaster's Vault enters the battlefield tapped unless you control swamps. I think we got this already. Yes, we got this one already. I think. That is a Phyrexian Golem. When the Splicers were about, I played a Splicer that used all those Golem tokens. Razorgrass Ambush, Rawl and the Implicit Maze, Ghostfire Slice, Depth Defiler, Seething Landscape, Rosecaught Knight, Temperamental Oozewag, Sneaky Snacker, Molten Gatekeeper, Unfathomable Truths, Gravedigg, and Golem, which leads us to a foil Infernal Captor, which then goes into a Crabomination? Am I saying that right? Crabomination, Crab Demon. It's an okay ability. I don't know how good that's going to be, though. And then we have Annoyed Altasar. Oh, that's a nifty clue token. And we have Decree of Justice, Waterlogged Teachings, Titan's Vanguard, Royal Cartographer, that's a reprint, Tranquil Landscape, Hexcult Slip, Contaminated Landscape, Eldrazi Repurposer, Sarpadian Simulacrum, Tomb Area, Breathe Your Last, which leads us to a foil island, which gives us a foil propagator drone, gives us a wooded foothills. Hey, our second fetch land. Very nice. I think this is a good box. I say that as I have pulled 2 fetch lands, one of them borderless, a foil Ulamog, and a regular Ulamog, plus an Emrakul. Like, this is a good box. Yeah, no shit. Boggart Trawler. I think this is another of the... Yeah, so I'll check on this one. I don't know. Boggart Trawler. So if it's worth anything, we'll go there. Then we got Hunger of Tide Rises, Arcbound Condor, Spawn Game Commander, Shattered Landscape, Airy Auxiliary, Nightshade Dryad, Galvanic Discharge, Corrupted Shapeshifter, Dream Drinker Vampire, Thriving Skyclaw. We got our Spirit Token, which brings us to the Foil Solstice Zoet, which then gives us that's a Shilgengard, Sire of Famine. All right then. Oh, got another rare. Kalia of the Best. She is not worth much. That's fine. She is an amazing commander, and I am now sorely tempted to put my commander deck back together. But she is a human cleric with flying 2/2. Flying. Whenever Kalia of the Best attacks an opponent, you may put an angel, demon, or dragon creature card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking that opponent. She's a really, really good commander. You kind of have to protect her, but in with white colors, it's not that hard because you can give her indestructible and things like that. You can also recur her with some of the black spells, but you put a bunch of just high-powered, beefy angels, dragons, and demons in your deck, and you have her attack, and that's it. Like, she's an amazing commander. I have bumped the camera. My apologies for bumping the camera. There we go. Alright. We got another Reef Worm. It That Heralds the End. That's awful looking. And it's got a really good ability. It That Heralds the End is colorless spells you cast with a mana value of 7 or greater cost 1 less to cast, and then other colorless creatures you control get 1/1. That's actually really good. Signature Slam, Tamio Meets the Story Circle, Cyclops Superconductor, Expel the Unworthy, Colossal Dreadnought, Electrozoa, Eviscerator's Insight, Siege Smash, Tempest Harvester, and then this is this is the Chthonian Nightmare. Oh, autographed Chthonian Nightmare in the borderless treatment. Very cool. And that gives us a foil Petrifying Meddler. Oh, come on now. Okay, well, I thought it was Ulamog again, but it was a 9/9. It is Kozilek, the Broken Reality in the borderless. When you cast this spell, up to 2 target players each manifest 2 cards from their hand. For each manifested card this way, you draw a card. Other colorless creatures you control get 3/2. So Ulamog and Emrakul usually get most of the love. Kozilek is usually like the forgotten middle child. But this is actually a decent card for Kozilek. Use him with a bunch of the manifest cards in Duskmourn. He's pretty busted. That's a beautiful treatment too. And then we of course have Invert Polarity. I like that. I like that a lot. Alright, we are almost to the end, folks. This is pack number 4. We got 3 more after this, and then we have the collector booster. You didn't see that. Nope, you didn't see that. Alright, we got Drowner of Truths, Ethereum Petramander, or Terramander, I guess. Boltstorm Inc., Reckless Pyrosurfer, Deceptive Landscape, Riddlegate Gargoyle, Basking Broodscale, Expanding Ooze, Refurbished Familiar, Inventor's Axe, Unfathomable Truth, and then this is Sphinx of the Revelation, which, it's not Sphinx's Revelation, it's not as good, but it's alright. It's Sphinx's Revelation connected to a body. Then we have a foil Expanding Ooze, and a Flooded Strand. Yes. Very nice. Top pull, followed by a Recruiter of the Guard. Another heavy pack. 2 in a row. Recruiter of the Guard. When Recruiter of the Guard enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a creature card with toughness 2 or less. Reveal it, put it in your hand, and then shuffle. Well, feeling pretty good for those white weenie decks. So we've gotten 3 fetch lands. That's not bad. Phyrexian Worm, that's awful. Pinnacle Mon! That is one of the hints we're looking for. It's just like the other one, right? You can turn it into a land. It has prowess, and then when it enters the battlefield, return target listener. It's worth 3 cards from the graveyard to your hand. Pinnacle Mon, very good. Johnny Fells the Godsire, Royal Cartographer, Expel the Unworthy, Colossal Dreadnought, Airy Auxiliary, Obstinate Gargoyle, Accursed Marauder, Skoa Embermage, Beam Inferior. There's that Phyrexian Worm, which leads us to a foil Swamp, which leads us to a foil Witch Enchanter. Ooh. So that would be the third one we got. Which then leads us to Arena of Glory. Arena of Glory enters the battlefield tapped unless you control a mountain. Exert Arena of Glory, add 2 red. If that mana is spent on a creature spell, it gains haste until end of turn. Exerted permanent doesn't untap during its untap step. And then we have a separation post. Okay, second to last pack. It's a Preeminence Modern Horizon 3 pack. Like, this is a good box. This is making me happy after opening up that Foundations box last week. Oh boy, that was a bad one. That was a real bad one. I got hosed on that box. And then we got Glasswing Grace, which we did get the art card for. A Snow-Covered Waste. Wormcoil Larva. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Oh, it's like, okay, so for those of you who don't know, there's a card called Wormcoil Engine. When it dies, you split it into 2 3/3 worm tokens. One with lifelink, one with death touch. This is the death touch one that goes with the Wormcoil Larva. When Wormcoil Larva dies, create a 1/2 black Phyrexian Worm artifact creature token with death touch, and a 2/1 black Phyrexian Worm artifact creature token with lifelink. These tokens are usually worth something. So that's a cool card. I'm going to set that aside. I don't know if that's worth anything. Signature Slam, Dog Umbra, Mixborn Hydra, Cyclops Superconductor, Brave Dig, Molten Gatekeeper, Petrifying Midnight, Scurrilous Sentry, and then this is Rampant Frogantua. Oh! Okay. Poor guys. One's getting squished, one's getting eaten. Which gives us a foil Path of Annihilation. An Old Border Warren Soul Trader. That's one of the hits, and believe me, I understand why. Listen to what this does. Pay 1 life, sacrifice another creature, create a treasure token. It is a sack outlet plus a mana outlet, and all you have to do is pay 1 life. This might as well be Bolus's Citadel Light with bonus steps. You just can't look at the top card of your library. That's a great pull. And it's an Old Border. I don't know if it's worth anything extra in the Old Border. They call it Retro Frame. We all call it Old Border. Last pack I don't know if we need last pack magic with all the stuff that we have pulled, but we got the lifelink token. Okay with that. So we got both of those. And we're ending on a heavy pack of the regular packs. And this is Branching Evolution. If one or more +1/+1 counters would be put on a creature you control, twice that many +1/+1 counters are put on that creature instead. It is a counter doubler. Okay, so not doubling season, but almost as good. Rush of Inspiration, Triton Wavebreaker, Grim Servant, Snapping Voidcraw, Solstice's Zealot, Malevolent Rumble, Sneaky Snacker, Scurrilous Sentry, Serpadian Simulacrum, Groundyard Lurker, Lifelink Token, which gives us our regular land, which leads us to a foil Malevolent Rumble, which leads us to Ocelot Pride. We end on the best regular pull, Ocelot Pride. First strike, lifelink, Ascend. If you control 10 or more permanents, you get the city's blessing for the rest of the game. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain life this turn, create a 1/1 white cat creature token. Then, if you have the city's blessing, for each token you control that entered the battlefield this turn, create a token that's a copy of it. Token upon token for token days. Great final pull of the regular stuff. But now, I know what you guys are actually here for. You want to see me open this. I want to open this. So we're going to do that. Because this doesn't have a box topper, I bought my own box toppers. So when I do the total for all of this, I'm going to include this in the final price with everything that we've got. The last time we did this, we pulled the best card we could pull out of Duskmourn, which is the Fractured Foil Enduring Vitality anime-style borderless. I don't know what's in these packs, so we're going to find out. Now the question, is it going to open easily? It is not. It is not going to open easily. But that is why I have I don't know how these go, but that looks like a normal common. These are all going to be in foil. We got a Petrifying Meddler, a Tranquil Landscape, Braven Charm, Cyclops Superconductor, Wastegate Battle Mage, Static Prison, Nesting Grounds. We have foil Fulguard Plains. Alright, we're getting to the stuff now. We have an Old Border No Elemental Blast, a foil Old Border Hard Evidence. Here we go. We have a foil Kozilek Broken Reality. Second one we got. I'm not going to complain. And we have a Blaster Hulk in a borderless. This is our commander card. Got Genku Future Shaper for commander. Very cool treatment. And then we get a Old Border Kudo. A foil borderless Jet Medallion. No shit. Very nice. And we get a Phyrexian and here, foil. Alright guys. That's everything. That's all of the stuff that we can do. That's all the things that we can pull. Um, I'm still upset about that. You have no idea. We pulled some really, really good things. I love these borderless treatments of the main characters, I guess you would call them. We got a foil borderless jet medallion, we got Ocelot Pride, we got 2 Ulamogs, we got a Kozilek, we pulled three fetch lands. One of them is going to James. So if you guys want to be a part of that, link down below for the Patreon. I know I've said it a few times in this, but it really does help support the channel, and James is going to be getting a borderless flooded strand. That's an amazing pull. But I know you guys, like I said, I love this set. I haven't heard anything bad about it. The cards that are in it are really good. Even the ones that are kind of like jank, they're really good. We got a ton of the uncommon hits. We got a bunch of the rares that we were looking for, and we got a decent amount of the mythics. So, with all of that being said, this is what we paid for it, and this includes that collector booster. This is how much. I don't know how much that is. Editing Matt will put that in for me, but I think we did a really good job, which again definitely makes up for getting absolutely hosed by the last Spat Pack. That Foundation Spat Pack was awful. But since you guys are still here at the end of this very long video, you must like watching this stuff. Go ahead and hit like on this video. If you didn't like this video, hit dislike. Tell me in the comments what you're jealous that I pulled, or that you want, something you want. Hit the hype button if it's there for you to hit. Also, go ahead and share this around with all your pack opening friends. And most importantly, subscribe. I'm going to tell you one more time, if you want one of these packs like James got, well, all you have to do is sign up for the Patreon down below, support this channel, and you get one the first Friday of every month. But with all that being said, my name is Matt, this has been Lucky Pack MTG, and I'll see you guys next time.